Okay, all you have to do now is flip the on the air switch.
Hang on a second. Trying to get. Okay, so on the air switches, I'm waiting for the lights on, and
Okay, when you hit the clapper, you are on the air, and I'll send you the link through Messenger, okay?
yep. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Mick's World, and this is my second show after coming back from reconstructive knee surgery, or actually a total knee replacement. And with me is the one, the only Nick Russo. We're gonna
Hey,
be.
Mick, how you doing, my friend?
I'm alive. I'm walking. I'm talking. I'm breathing. So as everybody knows, we have a show. We have a show coming up tomorrow at Eastern Hills Mall.
We have a show coming up on Sunday, Mick.
Sunday. I thought it was Saturday.
Nope, it's tomorrow. Or it's Sunday.
Okay, well Sunday. Good. That gives me time to let some of the crap melt before I try to walk to my truck again.
Yeah, it is a bit joyful out there.
Yeah. It's called Quest for Champions, and we have. Hang on. Let me see if I got my count right. We have 9 matches in total.
Your count is correct, my friend.
And honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. We have at least 2 triple threat matches that I know of. So let's just jump into this mess.
All right, sounds
And
good.
we're gonna start out with the ladies. We have JC Storm versus Hollywood Haley J, who actually participates in OVW once in a while. So we're bringing in a semi-star.
Hollywood is a mainstay at OVW. She's one of the top females there. She's been for quite a while. For our long-term fans, Holly has been she's a former women's champion. She's been with us for many shows. It's a true joy always when Hollywood's in the house. And I can't wait to have her back here at Nickel City. And we saw JC Storm at the last show. Very, very impressive performance. And as we continue to build and grow this women's division, I think this very well could be match of the night.
Yeah, I couldn't make last show because of my knee surgery, but so we have that. We also have Primal Warpath, Bishop, and the Thriller Ryan. I just call him Thriller versus Ace Gervais, Kodiak, and it's supposed to be AJG, but there's a rumor going around he was taken out or injured or something.
AJG is dealing with some stuff right now. Injury bug got the better of him. So AJ will unfortunately not be at the show, which really breaks my heart because we've talked about it on your podcast before, Mick. I got so much love for that kid. I can't wait to have him back in an NCW ring because I think he really is one of the bright futures of this company. I know for a fact I have had some dealings with Ace. I know Ace all too well. He's got something up his sleeve. He's got a plan. And Warpath Thriller and the returning Bishop, they are surely going to have their work cut out for them on Sunday night.
And my question to you is, I know the participants, but do they have a ring name? Because the next match is for the tag team titles. It's OTDD and Vander Lee versus Greed. Is there, do they have a...
Hold on one second, Mac. I'm having some audio issues here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, go ahead.
Like I said, the next match I wanted to talk about is OTDD versus and OTDD and Vander Lee versus the tag team champions Greed. I think that's Greed. They're actually facing Greed.
Yes. Sorry, I just got the audio back full strength.
Do they have do OT Double D and Vanderlee have a ring name, or are they just
Southern Hospitality?
okay? So Southern Hospitality.
And I hope they don't have a whole lot of Southern Hospitality in that ring, because if they do, Budget and Lotto are going to beat the bejesus out of them.
Yeah, I know,
Sunday
because
night.
I saw their promo and they didn't seem like they wanted to be too hospitable on Sunday.
And I've said this publicly many, many times, and I will reiterate it on your podcast. I got a lot of respect for Xander. I got a lot of respect for OT. They are going to show up. They are going to be prepped. They are going to be ready. But this is going to be their first time out as a tag team, and I defy anybody in our business right now to show me a better tag team than Budget and Lotto. Those men are. You look through the history of our business, those boys right now, I would put them against any tag team in the history of our business, and they would, without question, have a representative showing. Those men are legitimate badasses, and I am I for very excited and very honored they are champions.
So that takes me to the first triple threat match on my list, because I've got, like I said, these lists don't follow any order. We got Cyclone Jones with the debuting of Asher Zero. Cyclone Jones versus Asher Zero versus the Latin Soldier.
Yep. Asher Zero's a kid that's come up through our system and our developmental training school. This kid, that's going to be a name we know real quick in our company, in our area, in our territory, in our industry, whatever term you want to use. That's a kid's name we're going to know. Unfortunately, his first time out of the gate, he's got Cyclone Jones and the Latin Soldier.
Yeah, that's a scary thought.
I don't know. Being the betting man I am, I don't know if I would put money on Asher, but I would put money on the fact that kid's got a whole lot of heart. He's gonna do his darndest to come out with a victory in his debut. But the deck is definitely stacked against him.
Okay, so we're gonna go to the next match, which I thought was gonna be a title match, but the person that I thought would have a title lost it at the last time I was at an event. It would be the ringmaster Lucian Gray versus the high flying Shadowcat.
Lucian had his first showing with us at the Destroyer Memorial Rumble last show. Fantastic promo. I love everything about this kid. I'm really excited to have him back in NCW, and he's going against, our cornerstone, our franchise player, our
brick,
our top of the food chain, our head of the chain of command, whatever you want to call him, Shadowcat. Shadow and I don't have a whole lot of love for each other. There's this weird thing going on between him and I. But I would be lying if I said I don't respect what he's done for our industry and what he's done for our business.
I know you guys have a love-hate relationship. It's more of the love to hate each other right now, but yeah,
listen. He's the one who hates me. For some reason, I don't know why. I'm adorable. Everybody loves me, and it's a him problem.
Okay, so we're gonna move on. Okay, wait. I'm trying to make sure I caught everything. Okay, we're on to the other one, and then I'll talk about the title match at the end. We got Adrian Alvarez versus Big Diego Lopez versus another newcomer, Drake Scott.
Yep. Here's the thing. We really don't know what Drake Scott is. I don't know if Drake Scott knows what he is. Dre Scott, don't know. I mean, nobody really knows a whole lot about that dude. So I'm excited to see what he brings to the table. Adrian has been with us for a while now and really has some impressive showings. And then you have Don Diego Lopez. The man's almost 7 feet tall. He's almost 400 pounds, depending on how many restaurants he had for lunch that day. I don't think the two of them together are taller than him or way more than him. So those two literally have their work cut out for them to try and somehow knock that building down and get a victory. That's pretty safe to say that he is. That's the closest thing to a sure bet that Don Diego Lopez walks out with victory on Sunday night.
Okay, I noticed from the promo pictures on this next one, I'm not sure if this guy is mentoring the group or he's part of the group and just down with injury, but we have American Strong Style with the one and only Hellcat. Like I said, I'm not sure if he's mentoring, managing what, versus Price Pure Gold and Diamante from Greed.
Two more members agreed. Arguably the strongest faction in wrestling in our area. It's not even arguably, they're the strongest faction in wrestling in our area. That's just really fact. I mean, anybody who says differently is not that bright. Sorry if that offended. And then you have American Strong Style with Coach Cat and that horrifyingly obnoxious whistle. Oh, Mick, you weren't at the last show.
No,
yeah,
I
Coach
wasn't.
Coach Cat's got a whistle.
Oh,
and
my
boy,
God.
howdy, let me tell you, it's irritating.
So technically, he's pulling, what's his name? I can't think of...
That giant jerk blew that whistle right in my ear. I still have hearing issues. Thanks, Coach Cat. Anyway, these four men developed quite a bit of an issue stemming off the Rumble, and they're going to settle it on Sunday. And if there's not a ton of reasons to buy your ticket to be there Sunday night for Quest of Champions, but watching these four incredibly talented individuals beat the dog snot out of each other is as good of a reason as any.
Okay, so now we're going to come to the one that I have a hard time pronouncing the guy's name. We got Dakota Orion versus El Pena, or what? I can't. Like I said,
El Pequeño.
Okay, whatever you said. I'm not gonna try to butcher the poor guy's name any more than I already did.
Smart move, Mick.
I know
Dakota
that
Ryan, former heavyweight champion, my guy. There's no secret that you haven't heard much from Dakota and myself since he lost the title in that ridiculous manner in which he did. But I assure you, I will be out there on Sunday with the greatest NCW heavyweight champion we've ever had in Dakota Orion. We still have things we need to work through, and we still have things we need to address. And we'll address them before Sunday. We'll be on the same page. We will be ready to go. Get back in the win column. Get a victory at Quest of Champions Sunday night.
Okay, and then we're gonna come down to the final match on my list. It's Syrian Rain versus Chris Caden versus ECW's alumni HC Loke.
Yep.
This sounds to me like it's just a matter of Loke is being a little pissed off because he lost his title at the last show. I know it was, I guess, a cash-in from what I can gather.
You have HC Loke who wanted his rematch. Got it. Chris Kane and HC Loke, these men have traveled up and down the roads together for 10 years. They know each other better than anybody. For those of you who weren't at the last show, Caden won the Destroyer Memorial Rumble, called out HC Loke, and walked out with a victory. I hate Chris Caden. I hate everything about Chris Caden. He's a bully, he's a jerk face, and he's a wiener. Um, but I can't argue the fact that he worked 3 times that show, and at the end of the day, he walked out as our heavyweight champion. And I may not like him, I may hate his face, but I cannot argue the fact that he is our heavyweight champion, and I have to respect that. Saren Rain, the Hope Dealer. Saren and I were once aligned. Saren chose not to be aligned anymore, which was arguably the dumbest decision he could have ever made in his entire life, because, what's he doing now? It's an incredible main event. It truly is. There's no way around it. There's no arguing it. There's no other way to put it. It's an incredible main event. 3 incredible talents. And, HC Loke, which isn't that hard of a name to pronounce. You think others would have figured that out, but what do I know?
I've got it down pat.
Yeah,
I just have to remember where the initials
I'm sorry,
he came
Mick, I'm
from.
a terrible person. That was a cheap shot at somebody else. I should be more professional, but I'm not. Anyway. So yeah, moral of the story, bottom line, no other way to put it, it's going to be an incredible night, and CW delivers. Every time we put that ring up and we open those doors to fans, you can guarantee one thing: it's going to be value for your money. It's going to be a great show. It's going to be full of action.
Yeah,
and it's going to be a can't miss night.
That's the way I promote it. I tell everybody that when I talk about it, I go, it's the best 3 hours of wrestling that you're going to see, because even Raw, SmackDown, and all that is just an hour of, like, 2 hours of yakking and an hour of wrestling.
Yep. We don't yak. We deliver.
Yeah, it's more like if our guys talk with their fist and their... Yeah. I'll just leave it as they talk with their fist.
Yeah. Save yourself. Don't be a bad guy like I am, Nick.
But just for give you we went over the matches just to give you an update. I'm working on my knee is I'm at PT. I'm not at PT right now, but I have had PT, and my knee is close to where it's supposed to be to get out of PT.
Love it.
I had a total knee replacement. Technically, had no choice. It came down to the point where I had no choice because I had a cyst in the bone on the lower part of my leg. I think it's the tibula, that was not going to clear up, and they had to put a piece of bone inside the cyst to get it to straighten up. And it's very interesting when you look at the X-rays from my knee surgery.
All I care about, Mick, is that you're doing better, you're back on the road to recovery, and you're going to be back with us on Sunday. You're a vital part of what we do, my friend.
I've already spoken with Sam Slade, and I've asked him to make sure there's a chair.
I'm sorry.
Well, I've asked him to make sure there's a chair over by where I normally am in case my knee doesn't want to hold up, so I can still be there.
Okay. You got to remind Sam Slade, because lovable guy, but not that bright.
But
so
I'm gonna make it there, and it's getting to that. I'm really wishing that where we had our event, we could go out the back door by the Niagara Antique Store instead of having to walk all the way through the mall to get out.
Shoot me a message when you get there, and I'll show you the back way through.
Okay.
There's a back way.
There's a secret passageway. Yep. Okay.
It really is. The hallway's super creepy. But anyway. All right, my friend. Thanks to everybody who's listening. Always enjoy to spend some time with you, my friend.
And I will see you Sunday. Have a nice drive, nice ride. Because I'm guessing you're probably riding with somebody.
Yeah, I'm riding
since you're
right
not
now.
pulled over on the side of the road like usual.
Yeah, I'm riding right now.
But have a nice night. I'll see you Sunday.
I'll
enjoy.
see you Sunday, my friend.
Yep.
I always love doing your show, and I will see you the Friday before next show.
Okay, talk to you later.
You got it, buddy.
Okay. So that was the rundown for Nickel City Wrestling's Quest of Champions, ladies and gentlemen. If anybody would like to call in, the number's on the screen, which is 716-400-0738. And we'll discuss what you'd like to discuss. But if not, then we're still going to go. I'm still going to sit here and flap my gums for a while because I feel like it. Because it's my show and I can do what I want. But of course, everybody knows that I don't joke around. I don't play around. I put my show up and I do what needs to be done. Hang on. I'm making sure people can get my show. So, again, I'm just gonna make a quick rundown of the matches. If anybody wants to hear them, we've got Cyclone Jones versus Asher Zero and the Latin Soldier. This is a three-way or triple threat match. Then we have the Ringmaster Lucian Gray versus the high-flying Shadowcat. We have the heavyweight title match, which is Siren Rain versus Chris Caden versus HC Loke. Females match, JC Storm versus Hollywood Haley J. And then we've got Primal Warpath, Bishop, and the Thriller Ryan something versus Ace Gervais, Kodiak, and the Crimson Kingdom. Let's just be blunt, the Crimson Kingdom. We have OT Double D and Vander Lee versus Greed for the tag team championships. We have Adrian Alvarez versus Diego Lopez and Drake Scott, another triple threat match. We have American Strong Style versus Greed's Price Pure Gold and Diamante. And then we have Dakota Orion versus a gentleman who I'm not going to hack his name. But you can see it. Come see it Sunday. We have general admission tickets left, I'm sure. And then we'll see what goes on from there. Also, starting, I'm going to be doing a soon, hopefully, if everything works out the way I want it to. And believe me, I'm hoping it works out. I'm going to be doing a podcast with a co-host once a month. And that co-host will be, hang on a second. That co-host will be a fellow Think Twice Radio personality, I think it's Kat Martinez or something like that. And I'm hoping you guys tune in, enjoy it, and we'll see how things go. But as of right now, we are in the home stretch of the show starting on Sunday. Doors open 6 o'clock like usual. Match time is probably 6. Well, doors open at 6:30. Bell time probably 7 o'clock. And we'll see how things go. If anybody would like to, like I said, if anybody would like to call in, the number is on the screen, which is 716-400-0738. Let's see. And that's about all I got for you guys, except if, like I said, if you want to call in, we can discuss different things. If not, then I'm probably going to call it a night because of the crappy weather. But I'll give it a little bit, and then we'll see what happens. For anybody tuning in late, anybody who's tuning in late, we went over the matches for Quest of the Champions. Hey Justin, how you doing? It's been a while since I've been on the air, so yeah. As you guys know, I don't know if everybody really paid attention, but I had a total knee replacement on my left knee. That's why I've been off the air and away for a period of time. So we'll see how things go. Trying to think what else to say. But I had Nick Russo on for a little bit. We went over the matches. He gave his for what he wanted to say, what he thought about the wrestlers. I'm looking for somebody who has some comments, questions, anything going, because like I said, we're going to have a show, so we have and I'll go over a few things with you guys. Nickel City show this Sunday. And then coming up is going to be the Jody's comic book show or toy sale or whatever you want to call it. It's going to be happening March 10th. In May 13th at the via or whatever post it is. I think it's the VFW or something like that. On Ward Road in Sanborn, there's going to be a pop-up / craft show sale that works for Juvenile Diabetes Research Fund. My friend Marianne is running that. And then also, VillaCon is coming up, ladies and gentlemen, at Villa Maria College. And you will see, at least I know you will see, the one, the only Western New York Deadpool. He will be there. And then your favorite person in the world, me, will be there doing photography for my cosplayers. Western New York Superheroes may be there. We have the Easter thing coming up for Snuggled in Love. We have a few other events. I will not be on the air near the end of May. And I'll give you the exact date right now so you guys can understand. And I know really I will not be on the air May 26th because I will be in lovely Toronto at the Anime North convention. So and I will be picking up stuff. If people want me to pick up stuff, let me know. But that's technically the blunt end of the game. So we can see where we want to go from there. Yeah. So technically, I'm gonna give you my famous saying: be safe, be strong, and see ya.